Thanks for inviting Cavotec to this Congress, and so that we can share our expertise and solution for inshore power. So Cavotec is based in 30 countries, 1,000 employees, and we are specialists in connection of mobile equipment. In this case, of course, the mobile equipment is the vessel itself. Our mission is, in a few words, we connect the future, that perfectly match what we are talking today. So we have already seen a lot of discussion about shore power. I imagine almost all of you know what we are talking about, but if there is some newbie, we can refresh the meaning. There are different terminology, shore connection, IMP, cold ironing, all of them with the same meanings. The vessel has a socket, the shore has relative plugs, and they connect each other so that the vessel can have energy from the shore during the docking time. These, of course, allow the vessel to shut down the generators on board, completely cancelling the pollution during docking time. Some numbers from Port of Los Angeles emission inventory 2014. More than 40% of the DPM and NOx generated in port area are done by ocean-going vessels. So not just cruise, but all cruise, container vessel, ro-ro. And as we have seen, especially in Europe, many ports are really close to high-populated area. So the impact of this pollution, of course, is quite high. But I want you to see the difference in the global volume between 2005 and 2014. So in California, from 2005, has been started develop of shore power and other electrification measures. And thanks to that, there has been a reduction of more than 80% of particulate matters. So this is a quite big numbers. Just to give you a visual imagination, one vessel during docking time generates the same NOx as 10,000 cars going from Valencia to Santiago de Compostela. That is quite a big number. And of course, when the vessel is shore connected, also noise and emission and vibration are completely deleted. So we have discussed a lot about LNG, so cruise line are looking on that. We have listened some number, 20% of the fleet will be LNG ready, while 80% will still continue with the marine gas oil in specific area. And of course, LNG had some challenges as well, as we listen. There is the methane slip problem, as Michael told, that is 25 more times harmful as greenhouse gases than CO2. Also, cruise lines are looking also for scrubbers as a solution to be less impact and more sustainable. But in any case, both LNG scrubbers are perfectly compatible to shore power and are complementary to reduce global emission and delay local pollution. Shore power, of course, have the extra benefit where available to use potentially renewable source of energy. And the scale of the power plants on shore is a lot more efficiency compared with the generators on board of the vessel. So let's see some standard and regulation. In 2012 has been published the first revision of the IEC standard regarding high voltage shore connection. This is one of the first standards that is under the three main standardization bodies. In the meaning that IEC, ISO, and IEEE, that represent basically Europe and USA, merge together to avoid, of course, conflict in the compatibility. The main goal of the standard is, of course, compatibility and safe connection. So when we travel, every one of us face this problem. We go to another country and we need to have a portable adapter to connect our mobile or our notebook. When we are talking about high voltage, 11 kilovolt, and high power, of course a portable adapter is unreliable and unsafe. And that was, of course, the goal of the one of the goals of the standard. So standardized connection so that all the vessels can connect to different ports with the same equipment. From the political point of view, as I already mentioned, California started to drive this kind of solution from 2005, and they enforce legislation to connect to shore power. So let's say that when the cruise line make the cost calculation, they need to put in account also the fine if they do not connect. From 1st of January of 2020, 80% of the fleet, not just the cruise, but also container and refrigerated cargoes, has to be shore connected. Actually, just during these days, in California, there is also discussion to extend this obligation to all the vessels, so also ferry, tanker, and bulk, and other kind of vessels. Also, China start to look to shore power to reduce a bit pollution in their port. So funds has been released, and we got quite a good number of projects going on in the last 2-3 years. So Europe, we have seen a lot of discussion about regulation as well. As Michael told, just last week, European Parliament underlined the disparity in energy taxation. So maybe we can expect in the future to have energy for shore power, the tax it, making the system more competitive for, of course, the public health. In some ports, as Sasha explained better, there are benefit for not polluting the area. Technical point of view, the shore power system is basically divided in 3 main areas. We have the equipment on shore, the equipment on the vessel, and the interface equipment where Cavotec is specialized. So a graphical view, on shore we have transformers and frequency converter to adapt the voltage and the frequency to the ship level. On the ship, we have the equipment to receive shore power and shut down the generator. And in the middle, we have the physical link that is a cable management system and a connection box. So Valeria, this is how it looks like a connection. This system is working in Los Angeles.
In Los Angeles, in America, not Europe.
Yeah, there are systems in Europe as well as Hamburg.
Yes.
This is working from.
This
is working from 2008, so it's 10 years. At the time, I was a project engineer, so I enjoyed 6 months in USA. It was built in our facility in California, and this kind of system can connect different type of vessels, so can move on the quay to match the socket on the vessel. On the left picture here, how it looks like the connection inside the cruise vessel. We have 4 high voltage plugs that in the most, let's say, maximum case can deliver up to 20 MVA. 20 MVA is more or less the equivalent of 6,000 houses, so it's quite a lot of energy. And on the right side, the cable management system, the Cavotec cable management system to supply the cable to the vessels. So we have seen shore power, LNG, LNG, we can expect that will not be complete fleet retrofitted in the next 20 years. Shore power is something that can be put in place in about 1 year. There are, as we heard, other fuel that possibly will come out as hydrogen in the future. And in any case, shore power and LNG scrubber can work perfectly together. There are, of course, challenges for shore power as well. Of course, the port required to install new infrastructures. The vessel shall be modified if they are not ready. So there is quite a huge investment to be done. But of course, is just to find a business scheme that is working for everyone. Michael gives some numbers about euro cent for kilowatt hour expected from cruise line and numbers from Canada and USA. So everyone is looking on his pocket, and is a goal of all the stakeholders to find a common agreement for the communities and for reducing, of course, the local pollution. So thanks very much. That's it from my side.
Thank you.